Salam Sayang Sabah. I'm Anne Vivian, and with me today is Dr. Charles Lee. He is a consultant plastic, cosmetic, and reconstructive surgeon. Thank you very much, Doctor, for having us with you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, first and foremost, thank you very much, and for this privilege of having to be able to share with you on Sayang Sabah. So we've been here for quite a while, and I've been in private practice now for nearly 20 over years, and as a plastic surgeon for nearly 30 years.
Now, Doctor, I understand you have something very interesting to share with us, and called the art of smart aging, which is very interesting, and I think most ladies and men too would be interested to know about this. So what is it exactly?
Well, thank you for that question, and I think that, looking back over the last 30 years, when we were first trained in plastic surgery, the whole science has evolved over the many years, and so now it is basically an art to stay young and beautiful. As a plastic surgeon, I want to embrace this whole concept of aging, because if we are able to use the smart tools that we have today, the smart innovations that we have today, the smart clinically proven procedures that we have today, we can actually age smartly. So the whole concept of aesthetics and aesthetic plastic surgery today is to engage as many procedures that are clinically proven to age smartly. And so that's the concept, and I'm for smart aging.
So what is your approach in this art of smart aging?
So in our practice, we have the brand called Get Gorgeous, where radiance becomes personal. Until and unless that radiance comes from within, it is just another plastic surgery procedure. So the whole concept of to get gorgeous, where radiance becomes personal, where the patient or the client or the guest has a particular procedure, but when she finishes it, she feels gorgeous from within. And that's the telling point, when you have met beauty and the surgeon has met in a common place. And that's the whole concept. So we engage procedures that have rejuvenation in them, regeneration in them, and ultimately revitalizing the look that brings the gorgeousness of a person out. The first concept is rejuvenation. Okay, there are many who want to rest and relax and reboot themselves. We talk so much today about this rebooting of oneself. So rejuvenation in our practice, we involve 7 different procedures. I call it Rejuve on 7. Okay, and so these rejuvenation procedures are focused on one thing, and that is collagen. Collagen remodeling, collagen stimulation, and collagen synthesis. And this is the inside out attempt to smart aging. If there's any treatment done on you as a person and is not focused on collagen, it's not going to last, because collagen is the framework, the scaffolding for which the skin, which is the largest organ in the body, for it to rest upon and take hold on. So the rejuvenation procedures that we have are 7, and we call it, as I said, Rejuve on 7, and it starts with hydrofacial. So the hydrofacial is a medical facial where patients come in and they have 3 different stages done to them. And first is the extraction, the exfoliation, and lastly the hydration part, which is the antioxidants which are in it. There are about 6 antioxidants. And so by the time they finish the hydrofacial process, the skin is totally cleaned out, in the sense that every day 30,000 cells die. And the concept of smart aging is that we want about 10,000 cells to die today and keep 20,000 cells for tomorrow. So we are younger in the age of the skin. The second procedure is the flagship of our practice, which is called thermage, which is radio frequency. Again, it is focused on collagen regeneration, collagen remodeling, and here we use heat in the form of radio frequency, which is very deep heating, and this promotes collagen formation. Then we have vitamin C. Vitamin C, as you know, our skin doesn't have vitamin C, and vitamin C is very important for collagen formation. So we have 25% vitamin C. It is placed on the skin using a process called iontophoresis that allows this vitamin C to be transferred across. Then the fourth one, of course, is diamagnetic therapy using again magnetic waves. And these magnetic waves help to disperse the fluid in the face. So those who've got eye bags and those who've got fluid retention, that is all drained out, including lymphatic drainage. And then we have BEAM, which is BEAM, which stands for bioelectrical stimulation. And this again stimulates the muscle, drains out again the fluid, and then you have a much more chiseled look that is refreshing and rejuvenating. And then on top of that, we have low-level laser therapy. This is light in the form of wavelength for about 600 nanometers. And this red light helps to stimulate new cells, helps to bring about healing, bring about restoration. And coupled with, at the end of it, the seventh procedure is that they have a face mask. And this is Atello Collagen face mask. It's a jelly mask from fish. So it's 100% organic, 100% anti-allergenic, and again, it promotes and stimulates collagen. So this is the rejuvenative process, which is a 7-step process. And then the next day they come in and they have what is called cell regeneration. So here we use the whole concept of organic farming. In organic farming, there are no additives at all, nothing synthetic. So the seeds that we use in concept of organic farming are what are called skin cell extracts. These are nanocell extracts, and these are then injected into the face. The reason is to promote and stimulate the fibroblasts. So the fibroblasts are the cells that lay down the collagen. So you've got all these skin cells, all extracts all into the skin, stimulates the fibroblasts. And then we take the patient's own blood, and then we centrifuge the blood, and we get what's called the plasma. And in the plasma are the cells called the platelets, and these platelets have got growth factors which bring about growth, all right, growth of new skin. And so we then introduce that. So we've got the seeds, which are provided by the skin cell extracts. We've got the fertilizer, which is the patient's own blood, which is the platelet-rich plasma. And then we have light. So when we have all three, what can happen? Growth, regeneration. And the light again brings about restoration of healing properties. So we've got new skin that is growing all the time. And so when you couple this with the rejuvenating procedures, what happens? There's a revitalization of the skin. And that is the concept of smart aging. So, when we use this holistic approach, the patient has a much better, younger looking skin. And the result is what? They feel gorgeous. And that radiance, that brightening of the skin, that glowing look comes from within, and they feel really good about it. So that's the whole concept that we use, the art in smart aging.
Thank you very much for being with us, Dr. Charles.